Yo, what is going on everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video, we're going to be going in depth with the new weapon mastery system in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We're going to be going down through a few different weapons as well as talking about how the mastery system works, along with the fact that it is a really cool system, but it is also very simplistic, so it's not really super in-depth. I think for future updates, I would like to see some sort of a weapon mastery system that goes a little bit deeper than this. Maybe using the fact that the more you use a particular weapon, the more you reload it, the faster you'll get, the better you'll get with that particular weapon or weapon class, rather than it just being tied to skill points that you can throw in there just like the skill tree. But with that being said, real quick before we jump into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be super appreciated. Also, for those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any of my future uploads. Also, for those of you that wish to support the creation of more content here on the channel, make sure to hit that join button right next to the subscribe button to become a channel member. It will be the top link down below in the description, so make sure to check it out. Alright, so first things first, we're going to be taking a look at the weapon mastery screen, and this is going to be in your menu screen up at the top between your loadout as well as the skill tree. It should be right between those two. I know there have been some people reporting that this little tab is not there on their version, and that is definitely a glitch that I don't know if Ubisoft knows about. Just make sure that you get a hold of the devs over there, or at least contact Ubisoft support. But also, if you come to this page and it says it is locked until you use the rest of your skill points, you do have to go over to the skill tree and unlock every single class, as well as all of the perks and traits in the skill tree itself. You cannot save any of those. You have to go through and unlock every single thing from the skill tree. And to be honest, I'm not really too happy about that because there were several skills that I never use and I'll never use in the future, but you have to go through the skill tree and unlock everything, spend, and I guess you could say waste a lot of skill points on things that you don't really need before you can come in here and start using your skill points to unlock the weapon mastery upgrades. And also do take note, there are not enough skill points in the game to upgrade every single slot of every single weapon class, but you can simply, for instance, if you're going to play with an AR and a pistol, and if you get enough skill points, you can fully upgrade the AR, you can fully upgrade the pistol. But maybe, you know, the next day you want to go around with a marksman rifle, you basically just reset all the skill points on the rifles, move them over to the marksman rifle. You don't lock the points in forever when you put them in place. You can shuffle and move them around however you want, as often as you want as well. Also clarifying the 3 upgrade slots that you can actually do on these weapons. So we have accuracy first, and this is going to be shot stability and sway. And shot stability is actually horizontal recoil. Obviously, weapon sway is how much the weapon sways while you're aiming, and each one of these slots is going to take 40 skill points to upgrade the individual slot all the way to max. Next, we have handling, which is going to be time to aim and recoil management. Obviously, time to aim, pretty self-explanatory. It's going to make your aim down sight time much quicker as you upgrade it. And recoil management is going to be the vertical recoil control on the weapon. And last but not least, we have mobility, and this is going to be speed and agility while aiming down sights. And this has a big impact on how fast your character moves while they're ADS'd, whether it be in first person or that third person over the shoulder camera. It makes it so that you can move quite quick with that. You can strafe back and forth, and I believe you can even mantle over things while you're aimed down sight much quicker. This is definitely something for you tactical guys out there that like to do a lot of your missions just walking around aimed in. Not taking shots at anybody, but I know me and G were actually joking about that the other day. You guys are going to be able to have increased movement speed while you're ADS. So real quick, before we jump into an actual weapons test, I do have to say that this system, even though it is very simplistic, does have a massive impact on weapon performance. So for those of you that have been sleeping on the weapon mastery system, I definitely think you guys need to go check it out, especially if you are a one weapon class kind of person. Me personally, I only run ARs. I very seldom run anything else other than an AR and a pistol. Occasionally, with the addition of the M110, I am going to be running some of the DMRs, so occasionally I will switch those skill points back and forth. But when you upgrade these individual slots, especially if you have enough skill points to fully upgrade the weapon, it makes a massive difference on the performance of the weapon. So now jumping into a weapons test, we're going to be showcasing the ACR here first. It has no attachments as well as no upgrades in the weapon mastery. You can see here with the raw recoil, it goes over to the right, pretty severe, kind of turns back to the left, goes pretty high for it being an ACR. Now we're going to max out the accuracy, and you guys are going to see here that it takes a lot of the horizontal recoil away from this weapon. Still pretty good with the vertical recoil, but the horizontal recoil is much better. Now we're going to go back in here and move the handling all the way up, and this is going to mitigate the majority of your vertical recoil, as you guys can see here. Horizontal recoil is still pretty bad with that weapon, as you guys saw, but now we're going to go in and we're going to max out accuracy and handling, and you will notice a huge difference overall from having no upgrades at all. This doesn't have a lot of horizontal recoil, doesn't have a lot of vertical recoil, and that is a massive difference from no adjustments to max adjustments with accuracy and handling. So in the essence of time here, I didn't go through the entire weapons test, but as you guys can see here, we did the exact same weapons test that we just did with the ACR with the M4A1. Over on the far left, you can see that is with no adjustments in the weapon mastery. Max accuracy is right next to that, which obviously is going to mitigate a lot of your horizontal recoil. The one right next to that is max handling, which negates a lot of your vertical recoil. And then the one all the way over there on the right is full accuracy and full handling. Definitely a huge difference with the M4A1. I know a lot of people really like using this weapon, so I wanted to showcase how much it changes with the weapon mastery system. Next, we tested the Scorpion Evo 3. This was the submachine gun that had the most recoil of the ones that I tested. And you can see there over on the left with no upgrades, it has a pretty decent vertical recoil pattern. The next one over with max accuracy, you can see that it negates a lot of the horizontal recoil. Next, with max handling, we have a lot of less vertical recoil. And then finally, with fully upgraded accuracy and handling, it's a pretty accurate submachine gun with those weapon upgrades. And last but not least, from the weapons I tested, we have the L86A1 light machine gun. And do take note with this 50 round mag that the ones over on the left, that was only about 30 rounds and it was up off of the wall, so you can see how much vertical recoil was there. But over on the left with no upgrades, pretty severe. The next one over, we do have a little bit less horizontal recoil with max accuracy. Next over there, you can see with max handling, we have a lot more horizontal recoil, but the vertical recoil, I was able to keep all 50 bullets there on the actual wall. And last but not least, over there on the right with max accuracy and max handling, we have a pretty good tight pattern with the recoil. Not very much horizontal and not really that much vertical recoil either with a 50 round mag dumped into the wall. So as you guys can see by that, the weapon mastery system, even though it is very simplistic, has massive impacts on weapon performance all the way across the board, whether you're using ARs, submachine guns, shotguns, sniper rifles. They all have effects, and a lot of people that like that tactical style gameplay, you're going to want to walk around aim down sight, you know, with that whole tactical immersion. You can do that quite well now with the mobility increase. It more than doubles your movement speed while ADS. I know a lot of you guys are going to really enjoy that, but overall that is going to do it for the video. I just kind of wanted to break this down for you guys. For those of you that might not have tried out the new weapon mastery system, you're definitely going to want to check it out. It is really fun and it really makes the weapons a lot better than their base counterparts. But like I said, that's all for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you are excited about the new weapon mastery system in Ghost Recon Breakpoint's Title Update 4.1, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all content surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint here on the channel moving forward. But that is going to do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.